Lebanese president has confirmed that rockets launched yesterday towards Israel came from outside the south of the Litani area, where Lebanese army forces are deployed. He also stated that the decision to ban Hezbollah's military activities is a sovereign and final decision made by the government. This comes as the IDF said that the Israeli Air Force had completed a wave of airstrikes targeting Hezbollah military assets in Beirut. The Israeli Defense Forces reported that the strikes focused on weapon depots, command centers, and satellite communication equipment linked to Hezbollah's intelligence division. According to the IDF, communication sites used by Hezbollah to carry out terror activities and propaganda were also hit. Prior to the strikes, the IDF issued evacuation warnings in an attempt to minimize civilian casualties. Lebanese media have reported that Al-Manar, the Hezbollah-owned TV channel, was among the targets. Meanwhile, the Lebanese army has redeployed soldiers from several border positions after Israel's recent escalation. According to a military source, the troops, who numbered 8 to 9 at each position, were pulled back due to safety concerns. This move comes after Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz announced that he had authorized his military to take control of additional strategic positions in Lebanon. Joining us again live, we have Andrew KP Leung, who is an independent China strategist located in Hong Kong. Andrew, thanks so much for joining us again. Now, Israel has hit some of Hezbollah's weapons depots. Hezbollah has a very strong military link with Iran and the IRGC. Of course, where could Hezbollah be looking next for perhaps resupplies of weapons?
Well, of course, Iran has two very powerful proxies. One is, of course, Hezbollah, but the influence of Hezbollah and the capacity of Hezbollah have been greatly weakened as a result of the war in Syria, rooting out the earlier war on Syria, rooting out Hezbollah. But even though weakened, it still has capacities to cause chaos, and hence the Israeli government is trying to take them out. But you can see that what's happening is both Israel seems to be wanting to dictate the momentum, because for Israel, the longer the war carries on, the better it would be for Netanyahu with his war pro-war faction, and prolong his leadership. But also the idea is that by weakening Iran and by ally with American dominance, Israel would have a kind of hegemonic position in the Middle East, throughout the Middle East, over Iran, but also a more friendly relationship with Saudi Arabia, with the UAE, Qatar, and even expanding the occupied territories within Israel itself, over the West Bank, and possibly consolidating it. So I think there's a lot at stake for Israel to continue with this war, dragging the America into it and using American military might. But the question is that whether the American people would tolerate a prolonged war, because President Trump did mention many times that he doesn't want America to be dragged into endless wars. He wants peace. The longer the war protracts, and then with the loss of American assets, the aircraft, or even, God forbid, sort of even an aircraft carrier with all these missiles, that would spell the end of President Trump's hope in the November midterm elections. So I think that there's a lot of dynamics favoring this continuation, or at least the escalation of all these conflicts.
Thank you, Andrew, but please don't go very far and stay with us as we move to our next story.